Hi traders, my name is Gail. I'm a 10-year Forex trader and I'm here to talk to you today about what I consider to be the finest method of trading, and that is momentum. In Forex you hear a lot about support and resistance and other forms of trading, but there's very little available on how to recognize and capitalize on trading momentum. There is a particularly powerful and almost magical way to drive profits and in particular return to your trading account through the use of momentum. The equation is this: high time frame momentum teamed with small time frame slingshot and moth patterns utilizing very tight risk, and when I say tight risk I mean under 10 pips. This is a formula that power charges your account, and once you've mastered the ability to recognize momentum and utilize the very small time frame stop, capping out your stop at 7 or 8 pips like I do, then it becomes magical, the ability to grow your account. I'm going to discuss the dollar CAD because this is a chart that I gave a heads up on the beginning of December. What I do in my YouTube and in my Twitter is I do real-time trades and real-time analysis. We are rife in the Forex business with analysts and traders and mentors who look at a closed chart, show you the left side of it, and tell you what did happen. We can tell what happened. What traders need is someone who works with them on real-time trades or gives them exhaustive analysis, exhaustive documentation of what happened from the analysis of the setup, the entry of the setup through the management. With the limited time I have, because I'm not a mentor, what I am is a trader. With the limited time that I have, what I do is I tweet my real-time trades. And when I have time, I do a YouTube video like this to show you what my thinking is and how I recognize and how I capitalize on high time frame momentum setups using slingshot and moth on lower time frames. I also rely heavily on the Ichimoku. Most of my trades are into either high time frame, meaning 4-hour, daily, weekly, momentum setups, slingshot and moth, or are into 4-hour or higher Ichimoku setups that rely on Tinkin crosses. The dollar CAD setup for me on the daily chart, when there was a Tinkin cross through the Kijun that occurred here the beginning of December, and was a heads up to me that there could be a very strong follow through on this very bullish chart. At that time, price was around the 113 level, and I used a 4-hour chart to give traders an idea of what I would do to assess when price was ready to continue its move back into trend. Here's our 4-hour chart, and at the time I did the initial analysis on my YouTube, we were here. I'm going to draw a line there for you. The intersection of these two lines is where price was when I did the recording. We had this aggressive, impulsive move to the long and a deep retrace back into the middle of this move. At that time, price started to consolidate, created an inside candle. Let me give you a closer look at that. This was the inside candle that was in print when I did the video, and what I had said was I would not be willing to go long on that pair until I saw evidence that it was breaking above the inside candle, which it did, and it began its move from the low 113s to where it is today, which as you can see is almost at 118. This was done using a combination of high time frame slingshot on the weekly and the daily setup that I just discussed on the Ichimoku. I'm going to give you a look at the weekly and monthly charts on this pair. Here's our weekly chart, and you can see that at the end of December we had a band touch while we were in momentum with the MUI, and it created a slingshot to the long, nice impulsive candle up, and then we had a retrace right back down to where the setup that I showed you on the 4 hour was. This move has continued. Here's a look at my monthly chart. I always look at the monthly and the weekly as my first two charts to do my analysis on the weekend. The monthly chart isn't always relevant. Price can just be too far away from any significant features that show up on the monthly. But in this case, the monthly chart does have relevance to me because it shows me where price might be going. I don't think this move is finished. That doesn't mean that we aren't ripe for a retrace. We are on the lower time frames. But on this time frame, we have slingshot type momentum still in play, and you can see where the slingshot set up here. And we have price making higher highs and higher lows on each candle. With our 522 stochastic giving us good angle, implying to me that this move certainly has room to continue. Trend lines are prime tools for me as a momentum trader. I'm not so interested in static support and resistance. That's a good way to get in trouble if you trade momentum. You have to know how to use it carefully and to use it to your benefit if you do look at any static lines. But I'm very interested in the Ichimoku, I'm very interested in moving averages, and I'm very interested and really especially interested in trend lines. On this chart we show attractors of the 365 EMA and of these three trend lines pulling price toward them. We also have a prior level of consolidation here that's of interest to me. I certainly see price going up to possibly the 123 level and certainly at least the 120 level. So room to go on this, and the monthly chart showing an extremely bullish chart. I mean, still extremely bullish. Here's my hourly chart just to give you an idea how that looks. This move is a parabolic move. It's about as aggressive as you'll see any move be. I like to trade setups where I can get in near the beginning of the move. And when you look at this chart on your high time frames, on your monthly, the weekly, the daily, even the 4 hour, I'm not able to get in near the beginning of the move on those charts. So if I were to go long, what I would need to see is a setup on a lower time frame chart, the hourly or the 30-minute in particular, where there was a retrace that gave me an opportunity to enter at the beginning of the move back into the long. So that's what I'll be looking for as I go into the new week, price retracing and giving me an opportunity to enter near the beginning of the move back into the bullish trend after a short retrace. I want to wish each of you the very best in your trading. I hope you can find your way to trading momentum. Learning to do the slingshot and the MOF is easy. What is hard is learning to use the very small time frame entry to be able to keep your risk as tight as I do, or as my trading partner Darren from Momentum Traders does. We use very tight stops, but we have each worked with the tight stop for 3 years. And we feel that this is the finest way to trade and the way that gives you the opportunity to have incredible returns and to use the power of multi-time frame momentum to give you setups on a daily basis with minimal risk and great return. Thanks for watching.